is our tiny little river now.
A massive flooding hit Malaga and Valencia, Spain today. In Malaga, heavy rains have put areas like Alora and Cartama on alert due to a sudden surge in the Guadalhorce River. Overnight, a powerful electric storm unsettled residents, with an estimated 20,000 lightning bolts illuminating the skies and causing widespread sleep disruption. This intense storm, categorized as a Dana or a Depresión Aislada en Niveles Altos, is forecasted to continue impacting weather patterns until Thursday. This Dana phenomenon is known for bringing abrupt, intense rainfall, along with colder temperatures. The recent storm has had dramatic effects, turning roads into raging rivers, which has been widely shared on social media. Additionally, the storm brought about extensive delays in Malaga's public transportation network, leaving many travelers stranded or facing detours.
Ay, madre, este coche, la chica esta que está ahí dins, per favor.
The heavy rain also affected train services across the region, causing stoppages between key routes, including the Alora-Cartama line and other connections. The train operator, Adif, has organized alternate road transport to manage passenger flows. Road closures and major traffic delays have been reported in Malaga city due to the flooded streets, with some areas nearly impassable.
Mira los coches del zurdo, ahora sí que nos va a joder el agua. Ahora sí que nos...
Malaga Airport has been another point of concern, as multiple flight delays were recorded this morning due to the storm. Airport authorities are advising passengers to check their flight statuses regularly to avoid further inconvenience. With the forecast predicting more rain and unstable weather in the coming days, the public is encouraged to take precautions if traveling in or out of the affected areas. In the neighboring regions of Alicante and Valencia, heavy rainfall has also led to school closures in 10 municipalities, including Elche, Santa Pola and Utiel. Local governments have taken this precaution to protect students and staff as conditions remain severe. Continuous monitoring of the weather by the education departments is helping to determine safe reopening times.
De varias provincias, por ejemplo Toledo, lo más destacable hasta ahora
Due to the intense weather conditions, the ports of Valencia and Sagunto have suspended maritime traffic early this morning. This closure was implemented to prevent accidents and disruptions caused by the adverse weather, as high winds and rough seas made navigation risky. Valencia's Port Authority and emergency services continue to monitor the situation closely and advise other vessels to remain docked until the conditions improve. In Granada, a landslide disrupted the long-distance train route between Huerca Alviator in Almería and Madrid. The incident, which occurred near La Calahorra in Guadix, caused significant delays as technical teams worked to clear the tracks. This disruption affected regional commuters and long-distance passengers, illustrating the wide-reaching effects of this severe weather episode on Spain's infrastructure. Meanwhile, in the province of Almería, around 4,500 hectares of plastic greenhouses in El Ejido sustained considerable damage due to the hail. The sheer force of the hailstorm punctured the greenhouse coverings, exposing crops to the elements and potentially leading to substantial agricultural losses. Local authorities are mobilizing resources to assess the damage and provide support to affected farmers who rely on these crops for their livelihoods. In addition, several roads in Mallorca, affected by earlier storms, have now reopened after emergency crews conducted over 300 cleanup operations. Local authorities deployed an extensive team to manage roadblocks, remove debris, and restore traffic flow. The reopening brings relief to residents and travelers, although caution is still advised as the storm may continue.
Ahí está, ¿ves? Mira, aquí hay también.
The impact of the storm extends to other public transport systems as well. In Valencia, Metro Valencia services on Line 1 between Alginet and Castelló and other routes faced delays due to flooded tracks. Commuters were advised to anticipate delays and check schedules as metro authorities scrambled to restore normal services. Authorities have set up alternative transport routes to ease the situation. Amidst these disruptions, Alicante has taken safety measures by closing popular sites like the Castillo de Santa Barbara and local parks to protect visitors from the extreme winds and weather risks. This decision highlights the proactive approach of local governments across affected provinces, prioritizing public safety by minimizing outdoor risks. Finally, with rain and potential thunderstorms still forecasted, residents and travelers are encouraged to stay informed through official channels. Authorities across Valencia, Alicante and Malaga are maintaining high alert levels, prepared to respond to any further emergencies, and are providing regular updates to keep the public informed.
Mira, va aparcando ahí contra la palmera.
The agricultural sector is experiencing severe impacts from the storm, particularly in regions that rely heavily on greenhouse farming, such as El Ejido. The intense hailstorm has damaged large areas of plastic greenhouse coverings, putting crops at risk. Local agricultural authorities are assessing the scale of the damage and planning support measures for farmers who depend on these crops for their income. In response to the widespread floods, local municipalities have mobilized emergency services to clear debris from blocked streets and drainage systems. This response has been crucial in neighborhoods where streets have turned into rivers, especially in Valencia and Malaga. Officials are also advising residents to avoid low-lying areas prone to flooding to ensure their safety. schools in multiple municipalities across Alicante and Valencia remain closed due to the severe weather. Parents have been notified of closures in affected areas to prioritize the safety of students and staff, as conditions remain too dangerous for daily commutes. The education departments in these regions are continuously monitoring the weather to make decisions about reopening. Power outages have been reported in some areas, primarily due to fallen power lines and lightning strikes. Utility companies are working round the clock to restore electricity, but the challenging conditions and continuous storms are causing delays. Residents are advised to have emergency supplies on hand, including flashlights and extra batteries. To ensure public safety, authorities have issued a series of warnings and advisories for anyone traveling in or around the affected regions. With the Dana weather system still active, residents and travelers are encouraged to stay updated through local news and emergency alerts. Those near rivers or coastal areas are particularly urged to take precautions against potential flash floods.